Dear soul, there are moments in life when something stirs the deepest, most hidden waters of your heart, bringing up emotions you may not have even realized were there. It's as if the very essence of your being is awakened in a way that shakes the foundations of who you are, and you find yourself contemplating everything that's been and everything that might be. As we stand in the realm of eternal light, we see your soul's journey not as a mere series of events, but as a beautiful unfolding that is filled with moments of divine love and understanding. Every step you take, every person you meet, every connection you make, and every experience you go through is seen from a perspective of profound compassion. We walk beside you, with you, in ways you may not fully understand, and we feel the emotions that rise within you, whether you express them or not. Right now, a specific situation is unfolding in your life that has caused a deep stir of confusion, hurt, and perhaps even sadness in your heart. It's a situation that has caused your thoughts to spiral, trapping you in a cycle of overthinking and uncertainty. Your mind has been preoccupied with someone who once held a very special place in your life, a person you thought would always be by your side, a person you thought would never leave, someone who you imagined would walk with you through life. You may be struggling with a deep sense of loss, wondering how things could have changed so drastically and so unexpectedly, feeling like the foundation of everything you once believed in has been shaken. The truth, dear soul, is that the person you loved and trusted has spent their last night with someone else, someone whose presence in their life was fleeting, someone who didn't stay as long as you might have thought. It's hard to process such a sudden change, especially when you thought things would be different. We see how deeply this situation has affected you, how it's touched the very core of your being, and we want to assure you that it is perfectly okay to feel everything that you are feeling. The pain you are experiencing is real, and the hurt that resides in your heart is valid. The feelings of betrayal, confusion, and sadness that you are grappling with should not be dismissed or ignored. They are part of your healing process. However, as we look at your life from a higher perspective, we want to offer you comfort, guidance, and clarity that can only be provided by the angels who surround you. First and foremost, it's important to understand that relationships, no matter how powerful they may be, do not always unfold in the ways we expect them to. Relationships are rarely linear, and they don't always follow the paths that we envision in our minds. There are moments of beauty, connection, love, and joy, but there are also times of separation, confusion, and heartache. While it may be incredibly hard to accept this truth right now, we want to assure you that this particular chapter of your life is part of your soul's greater journey, a journey that ultimately leads to wisdom, healing, and wholeness. The person you loved may have chosen to spend their last night with someone else, but this is not the end. It is a sign of transition. This moment represents a choice that your person made, a choice that may not align with your own understanding or expectations, but one that they had to make for their own growth. Just as you are walking your own path, this person is walking theirs, and sometimes the paths diverge in ways we cannot fully comprehend. In the grand scheme of things, we are all here to learn, to grow, and to evolve. Sometimes those lessons come in the form of heartbreak, disappointment, and uncertainty. The angels wish to assure you that this moment of pain is not the end of your story. It is just a fleeting moment, a single chapter in the much larger and beautiful narrative of your life that is unfolding in ways you cannot yet see. You are not defined by what has happened, nor are you defined by the actions of others. You are defined by your resilience, your strength, and your ability to rise above the challenges life presents. We see the heaviness in your heart as you reflect on the person you loved and how they chose to spend their time with someone else. You may wonder what went wrong, why things unfolded the way they did, and whether there was something more you should have done to prevent the situation from reaching this point. But, dear soul, we want to remind you of one thing. You have done nothing wrong. You have loved with your whole heart, given freely of yourself, and been open to the lessons that love has brought into your life. And for that, you should be proud. We understand that at times, it may feel like the world is against you. The pain of unreciprocated love, the heartache of a connection that once felt so strong, now fading away, can feel like an unbearable weight on your spirit. But we ask you to look deeper, to see the situation from a higher vantage point. When someone we love makes choices that don't align with our own hopes and desires, it can be difficult to accept, but it is essential to remember that their path is theirs alone. Their lessons, their growth, and their experiences are not yours to carry. You are only responsible for your own growth, your own healing, and your own journey. We know you may feel a sense of betrayal, especially when you thought your connection with this person was unbreakable, when you shared dreams, hopes, and visions for the future. But even in the midst of this pain, know that you are being guided towards something greater. The universe is leading you toward the life you are meant to live, and the angels are here, surrounding you with their love and support as you navigate this transition. In this moment, the angels encourage you to reflect on your own journey. What have you learned from this experience? How have you grown? The path of love is never simple, and it is rarely one-dimensional. It is filled with twists and turns, unexpected encounters, and valuable lessons. Each person who enters your life plays a role in shaping who you are becoming. Even though this person may not be beside you in this moment, they have contributed to your evolution. They have shown you things about yourself that you may not have recognized before. Perhaps they've taught you about your own worth, your own desires, or the depth of your capacity to love. These lessons, though painful, are valuable and will guide you moving forward. You may feel anger, confusion, or even resentment toward this person, but we urge you to release these feelings, not for their sake, but for yours. Holding on to negative emotions only weighs down your spirit and prevents you from moving forward. Allow yourself to grieve, yes, but also allow yourself to heal. Let go of the need to control the situation and trust that the universe is working on a much greater plan than you can see right now. As difficult as it may seem, this experience serves as a powerful reminder that love cannot be forced. It cannot be contained, controlled, or held onto when it is not meant to be. Love flows freely, and when it is meant to return, it will find its way back to you in a form that aligns with your highest good. Your journey is not defined by the choices of others. It is defined by how you choose to move forward. We know you have questions, dear soul. You want to know what the future holds. Will this person return? Will you find love again? Will your heart ever heal? We understand why these questions weigh so heavily on your mind, but we want to remind you that the answers are not for us to give. The answers lie within you, in the quiet moments of introspection and the stillness of your heart. Trust that the divine plan for your life is unfolding exactly as it should, even if it doesn't always make sense in the moment. The angels want to remind you that you are deeply loved by those around you and by the entire universe. Love is a force that flows through you, and though this chapter may feel difficult, it is not the end of your story. There is more waiting for you, more joy, more connection, and more fulfillment than you can imagine right now. Allow yourself to trust in the unfolding process of your life, and trust that your story is only just beginning. We understand that the person you care about spending their last night with someone else may feel like a deep betrayal, one that challenges everything you once believed about your relationship, your trust, and your place in their life. Such moments are incredibly painful, leaving you with a flood of emotions that can be hard to process. However, it is precisely in these moments of heartbreak and uncertainty that the angels gently urge you to trust in your own inner strength, a strength you may not even realize you possess until you face such challenges. Trust that you are strong enough to endure this trial, and that, even though it feels insurmountable right now, you will emerge from it wiser, stronger, and far more attuned to your true self. This situation, no matter how painful, is not the end. It is merely a transition, a chapter in your life that will eventually give way to greater understanding and growth. The person who spent their final night with someone else is on their own journey, just as you are on yours. Their path may no longer intersect with yours, and while this may feel like an overwhelming loss, it is okay. The universe has a way of guiding people in and out of our lives for reasons that are often not clear in the moment, but always for the greater good. Though it is hard to see now, there is a divine plan in motion, and this experience is part of your unique journey. In times of such turmoil, the most important thing you can do is to focus on your own growth. Allow this time to be one of self-nurturing, healing, and reconnection with your inner light. Let go of the need to control what has already happened. You cannot undo the past, but you can choose how to respond to the emotions that arise within you. Let yourself feel those emotions, but don't let them define you. You are not your past. You are not your pain. You are a soul on a magnificent journey, one that is far more expansive and beautiful than you can currently see. The angels are surrounding you with love and light, holding you in their embrace as you process your emotions. They see the depth of your heartache, and they feel the weight of your sorrow, but they also see your incredible strength, resilience, and the immense potential that lies ahead for you. Trust in yourself. Trust in the divine plan. You are never alone, and while the path ahead may feel uncertain and unclear, it is also filled with infinite possibilities. Embrace the lessons that come from this experience. Let go of the past and open yourself to the future. The love that you seek is already within you, patiently waiting to be discovered in new and unexpected ways. Keep your heart open, knowing that everything is unfolding in perfect divine timing. We love you dearly, and we are with you every step of the way. You're stronger than you realize, and your journey is just beginning.